Horror Lies.
Yo, what up, body bags? Doing a review for The Collector today. Just watched this last night, covering for Team Money. So, yeah, let's get into it. This was in 1965, and from what I know, this doesn't have any relation at all to the one that Blumhouse did, or The Collector and the Collection, kind of like that Saw kind of thing. I don't think this has any relation to that. I heard it does, but I heard it doesn't, so who knows. But Terrence Stamp is in this, real young Terrence Stamp. He's pretty badass. Well, in a creeper stalker way. Film basically opens, he's driving this van around and he's stalking this chick, and you see him like running around catching butterflies and whatever, and he wins this big sum of money, so he buys this house with like this little like dungeon thing in it, and he ends up going around and kidnapping this chick he's following, and ends up, putting her in this dungeon thing, but he ends up buying all the clothes, all the necessities, he's not hurting her or nothing, and basically makes a deal with her saying, I'll let you go on the 11th if you stay for 4 months or for 4 weeks, whatever, try to fall in love with him and all that. So she agrees because she really has no choice, but anyway, she agrees with that, and the whole movie is just kind of them, getting to know each other, and like neighbors coming over and her trying to get their attention and all that. And there's some really tense moments when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, this says it was nominated for 3 Academy Awards: Best Actress, Best Director, and Best Screenplay based on a book. It was alright, there's some scenes that are kind of creepy, like when they go into his office and he just has butterflies all over the room. It was kind of eerie, A lot of the sets do look fake. I mean, it was from 1965, but like when he's walking down these stairs in this dungeon, you can kind of tell they're cheap, you know what I mean? Like they were made for the movie. The chick, the main actress who gets abducted, she's pretty hot. Like, she's really hot. Terrence Stamp, though, his performance is eerie. He plays it calm and collected like the whole thing. Then towards the end, he kind of snaps, and she like bashes him in the head with a shovel. And there's just like a cool sequence where they're both running in the rain, and it's pouring down, and there's just blood leaking all down his face and everything, and he's all pissed, and he ends up driving himself to the hospital and whatever. But I don't want to get into too much about the ending, but I love the ending of this. It has a real one of those depressing kind of like a not Tales from the Crypt, because the person doing this stuff usually gets comeuppance or whatever, but it has like a twist ending where it's just a negative, like bad ending, like nothing good happens. Like I just loved it. I love really negative endings like that. And it just, it could have been left open for sequels or whatever, although I don't think this was a movie meant to have a sequel. But you know what I want to say, I never saw the DVD copy of this, so I can't speak on that, but I gotta say I was actually really shocked about the transfer on this. I mean, there's obviously a lot of green, but there was a beautiful transfer. So if you do think about picking this up, get the Blu-ray, because like I said, the outside shots when he's running around and the green of the grass and all that stuff is really, I was shocked, and not a lot of Blu-rays shocked me at how good they look and how crisp they are. So especially for 1965, this movie looked really, really good on Blu-ray. As far as special features go, there's not a single special feature. I didn't really expect none, because most of these people are dead. I mean, this is from 65. And one downfall I have about this movie is the fact that it's literally exactly 2 hours long. There's a lot of scenes that could have been shortened down or removed completely. It is a longer watch, so that's the only downfall I have, is just the length. I mean, other than that, performances, everything top notch. Story's good. It's one of those things where you keep watching and you're thinking, man, in 1965, like a lot of this stuff probably would have been kind of controversial, because there's just a lot more blood, and kind of just the whole aspect of him kidnapping this chick, and he's not torturing her, but it's just really weird and kind of unsettling. So if you want a creepy kind of like a Peeping Tomish type movie from '65 that to me actually goes farther than Peeping Tom, definitely check out The Collector. You know, you just can't go wrong with it. And I think you can get it on Amazon for 12, 13 bucks, you know. And it's, as far as old movies go, it's one of the better looking Blu-rays I've ever seen. So anyways, guys, see you Monday with another review. Peace.